Welcome into another Wackadoodle Wednesday. Let's harken back real quick to the 70s and a classic song by Jim Croce, Bad Bad Leroy Brown. And what that proves in this breaking story regarding Donald Trump and all of his bluster, that if you sit around and poke and poke and poke, or rely on trying to have a reputation that doesn't really exist, at some point, you finally get your comeuppance. And in this breaking story, of course, Donald Trump is going to get his comeuppance when it comes to making promises about resolving things he simply doesn't really have the power to do. I'm going to show that to you in just a few seconds. Let's take a quick moment and enjoy Donald Trump talking about how easy this was going to be on day one of his presidency.
If I'm president, I will have that war settled in one day, 24 hours.
Before I even arrive at the Oval Office, I will have the disastrous war between Russia and Ukraine settled. That is a war that's dying to be settled. I will get it settled before I even become president.
And within 24 hours, that war will be settled. It'll be over.
And then when Putin doesn't do what he wants him to do, he gets a little upset and just can't imagine what happened.
Russia and Ukraine as well?
Yeah, I'll give you an update. I'm not happy with what Putin's doing. He's killing a lot of people, and I don't know what the hell happened to Putin, but he's sending rockets into cities and killing people, and I don't like it at all. I'm very surprised. We'll see what we're going to do.
And yet, in classic Donald Trump style, what he continues to do is back Putin, side with Putin.
Just now, President Putin denied having anything to do with the election interference in 2016. Every U.S. intelligence agency has concluded that Russia did. Who do you believe? Would you denounce what happened in 2016, and would you warn him to never do it again?
People came to me. They said they think it's Russia. I have President Putin. He just said it's not Russia. So I have great confidence in my intelligence people, but I will tell you that President Putin was extremely strong and powerful in his denial today.
And even stand just now at the G7 summit and has the audacity to say this.
President Trump is in Canada attending the G7 summit and meeting with world leaders. The escalating conflict between Israel and Iran, along with Russia's war with Ukraine, certainly expected to be top agenda items. Now, the president today advocating for Russia's return to the G7.
The G7 used to be the G8. Barack Obama and a person named Trudeau didn't want to have Russia in, and I would say that was a mistake, because I think you wouldn't have a war right now if you had Russia in. And you wouldn't have a war right now if Trump were president 4 years ago. But
oh, yeah, I'm sure you're right, Donald. I'm sure there would be no wars now if they'd just been in the G7, because you seem to forget the reason they were kicked out, because he doesn't honor his agreements. And yet, now all of a sudden, when it comes to Israel and Iran, Trump trying to once again talk tough and talk like a negotiator, and he just got his comeuppance in this breaking story. Check out what Russia just said.
Russian Foreign Ministry has been speaking about the conflict between Israel and Iran. The IFAX news agency is reporting that the Russian Foreign Ministry says, we caution US against direct military assistance to Israel, even thinking about it. They continue, possible direct military assistance from the US to Israel could radically destabilize the situation in the Middle East. And they also say that Russia is in contact with both Iran and Israel. So new lines regarding the current conflict between Israel and Iran coming out of Russia, primarily saying that direct military assistance from the US to Israel could, in their words, radically destabilize the situation in the Middle East. It says it's cautioning against that, cautioning against even thinking about that, and is in contact with both sides in that conflict, that coming from the Russian Foreign Ministry.
Yeah, how good of friends are you now, Daddy Donnie? See, according to you, because Putin loves you, you should just be able to pick up the phone and give him a call and go, hey, man, why don't you just stay out of the whole Iran-Israel thing? We're good. But it doesn't work that way. And it doesn't work that way because you do not know your A from a hole in the ground. That's why. And Putin has zero respect for you and zero belief in any strength that you really have. I wonder why. We may never know, or we may not know until long after Donnie's out of the office. But Putin's got him, and Donnie just got reminded how much, and he's going to get absolutely schooled when it comes to a conflict that is related to Iran and Israel, as much as he may try. This is why when you act like bad Leroy Brown for so long, Trump, and you got nothing, Slim winds up coming up and taking you out. You best be careful, and everybody else, stay frosty.